What's up, guys? I'm Rico.
And I'm Dan.
And we're two dudes. And today we're going to be talking about private label drop shipping and how you can start making $1,000 a day. Alright guys, today we're going to get into private label drop shipping and what that means for you. Most people, when they drop ship, they think of just finding a product, taking it, tossing it on a Shopify store, and that's the end of it. Now, in essence, that's kind of what you're going to be doing, but you're going to add a private label spin to it. Now, when people are talking about white label or private label, they're talking about making a product their own, and they're generally talking about selling that on Amazon through FBA. What most people don't understand is that you can do the same exact thing with Amazon, but with drop shipping or even Shopify for that matter. You don't necessarily have to private label only for FBA. And the way you're going to do that is you're going to transition from the drop ship mentality. You're going to find yourselves good suppliers like we do. You know, we find suppliers that will basically bend over backwards and make us happy because we spend so much money with them. And let's say you're selling, I don't know, baby booties, and you want your label put inside. Well, what you're going to do is basically prepay your supplier to have them stitch your logo on the inside. So that way when you place an order, you just say, hey, what's up guys? I'm placing this order, boom, boom, boom. They know that it's you, and they'll send out that particular set of baby booties with your logo on for your customer and be done with it. And that way you're differentiating yourself. Because when you're setting up your Amazon dropshipping business, you cannot be the same as everyone else. You're going to be private labeling everything that you set up. You might have hundreds of listings. In essence, you could end up having thousands of listings based on your products, if you have any type of variations with style and color. So you're going to need to differentiate yourself because you're going to be selling some of the same things that other people are selling. So let's say you're selling little baby booties again, and you're selling white baby booties, and there's another competitor who's selling white baby booties. How are you going to beat that dude out?
How are you going to differentiate?
Bingo. Private label drop shipping. You're going to have your label put on it. Or you're going to be doing something that we do pretty much exclusively with all of our products, and that's bundling.
Bundling. So one of the big key factors when you get into selling, take Amazon for instance, because that's obviously our favorite, is let's say for instance you have a listing that has 100 different people selling that item. So one of the biggest differentiators is price. Everybody looks at price.
Definitely.
I have to be the cheapest. The only way somebody is going to buy my product is if I'm the cheapest. That's a toxic mentality that cuts into your bottom line. You're probably going to operate on pretty thin margins anyway. We usually see anywhere between, our lowest would probably be around the 15% margin range, and that's stuff that we don't tend to sell much. But we try to get into, at least the 25 to 30% range, depending on how competitive the market is. And some of the other items, we have some items that are 150 to 250% profit margin, meaning we're doubling or almost tripling the amount of what the product costs and bringing that back to us.
So that averages us out to what, like 30, 40%, with all of our products.
A good healthy business profit margin is 15 to 20%. But when you get into e-commerce and you start selling stuff that like we sell, you have leeway. Depending on how competitive it is and how niche of a product it is, you can see double that, triple that, quadruple that, depending on what you sell and how good you are at selling it. So one of the biggest keys that you can look at is bundling. So price being one factor, but driving benefit to the customer. What is the customer getting when they purchase your product that's different than everybody else's? How do you differentiate from them? You can come in at a lower price, but if you want to keep your prices up and your profit margin up, add something in for free. So whatever it is, it could be a little add-on item, bundle it with it, and then you immediately place yourself into a different margin, at least a different area. At least from what we've seen in a lot of the products that we see, they don't do that. So if you bundle, there you go, you've differentiated.
And you have, in essence, just made a private label product while drop shipping. So even if you don't get them to sew your logo or label into the baby booties, you're taking those booties and then adding little baby socks on top of it to create a bundle. Congratulations, you're now private label.
And you're different.
You're different. And you're gonna label it under, you're gonna market it under your own product. So if you're X, Y, and Z baby, clothing company, then your listing is gonna say X, Y, and Z baby clothing company booties with free socks. Like obviously we'll get into actually how to title your products and stuff later on, but that's in essence what you're going to be doing. Private label drop shipping is the method we use to generate six figures every single year.
Yep.
You know, and when we're like, oh, you know, some products are only making 15, you know, we're getting 15% profit margin, you know, other ones, you know, we're getting, you know, 30, 40%, and then other ones, you know, we're doing 100, 200% profit margin. That's the beauty of it. When you private label drop ship, you have all these different products that are moving at different, you know, different paces. So some of our products are churning out on their own $500 a day, while other ones are churning out, you know, $200-300 a day.
Mm-hmm.
But what keeps us churning out a profit and making money is the fact that we're private label. Is that, you know, it's our product. It's not, you know, the product that you're getting from your supplier. So let's say you go to AliExpress, which is probably going to be one of your favorite websites to drop ship with. Mm-hmm. You're going to go to AliExpress and you find blase, blase, blah, you know, Baby Co. And, you know, you want to list their product. Well, you're not going to list, you know, blase, blase, blah, Baby Co, you know, products. You're going to get those products and you're going to make them your own. You're going to call them your own. You're going to have the brand and manufacturer be you, because people don't necessarily need to know where you're getting it from. They just need to know that it's coming to them and that you're the seller of record. And you know, our previous video where we were talking about how to drop ship, you have to be the seller of record. The product has to be yours. You know, when you're doing something like this, you want to stay within Amazon's good graces, and in order to do that, you need to be private label drop shipping. You know, not just drop shipping, but private label drop shipping. And a lot of people have this drop shipping mentality. You know, we did it first. Mm-hmm. You know, we were just like, oh, you know, we're going to sell some stuff and then be done with it. But that's not the way you need to do it. Drop shipping itself is going the way of the dinosaur. You know, now that everyone's doing it, it's dying out. And no matter what anyone says, you know, it's not necessarily dying out, but it's becoming more competitive. And despite what everyone's saying, like, oh, you know, there's enough room for everyone. No, there's not enough room for everyone, because that's not how capitalism works. If that was the case, then all these software companies would be, you know, killing it like Microsoft is. Nope. No, that's not it. You know, we have pretty much ran competitors out of the space because we were selling some of the same products from the same manufacturers, but we're selling them better.
Yeah.
You know, they're selling them under the same supplier name. So they're going to AliExpress, they're like, oh, I like this supplier. You know, blase, blase, blah, you know, toy factory or whatever. And then going to Amazon and listing it as blase, blase, blah, toy factory, G.I. Joe, or, you know, action figure or whatever, you know, they're
essentially
selling.
relisting
It,
from the supplier, which don't do that. That's stupid. They already do that. Suppliers are heavy into Amazon, heavy into eBay, heavy into, you know, businesses that already have natural traffic. So again, how do you differentiate yourself? Bundling is a big way. Price, also how big of a niche product it is in the competition.
Yeah, and that's how you do it. You private label drop ship, and that is the key to making money. That is the key to making that $1,000 a day. You know, whatever baby company, you know, your own personal brand, you know, insert personal brand here. Insert personal brand here, product. And that's the key. That is what's going to get you guys to that $1,000 a day. And once you hit that $1,000 a day, it is the most beautiful feeling on the planet, and it helps build your brand. So, you know, we're going to talk about how to pick your brand name,
brand management,
and you know, all that stuff. You know, because that's very, very important. But the piece we're discussing now is private label, you know, drop shipping, and it's, you know, either A, you know, getting your supplier to put your name or logo or whatever on the product. So you're basically prepaying for the product in essence, or the label. Or you can bundle it and then list it as your own. Now, some suppliers aren't going to be willing to, you know, take your label or your logo and put it on that product because they already have that product coming. But, you know, you bundling makes it a private label product. So even if, you know, you sell, you know, those baby booties and it has, you know, the supplier's logo on it, the fact that you are bundling it with something else and then listing it under your own listing on Amazon helps, you know, fulfill that gray area of drop shipping versus private label, where, you know, guys are doing it with FBA. Unfortunately, you're going to run into some issues where you're going to have to, you know, bundle things from different suppliers. You know, so some things are going to come from one supplier and some things will come from another supplier. But as long as you state that in your listing, people aren't going to mind. You know, we found that, you know, that was our biggest concern when we were, you know, bundling to create our private label, you know, product. We're like, oh my God, they're going to come from a different supplier. Like, what do we do? What do we do?
How do we inform the customer? How do you list tracking information? Yeah, there's a lot to consider.
People don't care. We have come to find out people they don't care.
For the amount of people that actually do care, it's in the single digit percentage range, if not less.
Yeah. So
most people are patient and they get that when they buy your product anyway because they know it's going to take a while for them to get it. And usually when they get a second item, as long as you state clearly that they're not getting it with
that's true.
The original purchase right away, there might be a delay, or you might get one before the other. They're cool with it. No issues.
Ourselves, throughout the day. So let's say, like on a bad day, we're doing like 30, 40 products on a bad day. 30 to 40 individual products. We might get one, maybe two people,
if
that ask. And that's not asked right away. Baby booties or extra cup to go with the dish set or whatever. Those are the people that'll ask. And typically, we just say, hey, it's on the way. They don't necessarily care.
Yeah, most people don't care. I mean, you just let them know, and they're cool with it.
So anyway, guys, that's how you get into private label drop shipping and make that $1,000 a day, which is beautiful. And that's what you guys should be striving for. Don't sit there and be like, oh, we need to do $1 million a day. Just no.
Set achievable goals. Yep.
Achievable goals. $1,000 a day is very, 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 very achievable for any one of you guys. And we're going to give you all the knowledge that you need in order to do it. And private label dropshipping is just one of the steps that you can use in order to help generate that money. All right, guys, as always, don't forget about our giveaways. We do giveaways every single week in our Facebook group, every single week. For the third week in a row, guys, Tom has killed it. We have a reigning champion who the first week got the Goku Black Funko Pop. Then he got the Xbox One skin, and then this week we gave him a pre-order for Call of Duty Black Ops 4, the brand new game that doesn't come out. He's won 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah. No competition there.
There's no competition. So
you guys cannot win unless you get in the group.
So get in the group. We have links in the description below. Make sure you guys jump in. Make sure you subscribe, like our content. We're here for you guys. Also, we do big giveaways with the video game console. So every 500 subscribers that we get on our channel, we're giving away a game console. So whether you like Xbox or
Switch, PlayStation.
If that's what you guys want, if you want something for free, you need to be subscribing and checking us out because we're giving stuff to you guys. Like, your favorite guru's talking about they're making all this money and blah, 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 blah. But they're not really giving you anything.
Not giving anything back.
So if they're making all this money, they should be giving back to you guys. Yep. For you guys supporting them and buying the course and all this stuff. You guys should be getting something in return, if you're going to be following them and supporting them. So that's what we're doing for you. But anyway, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, check out the links in the description. You go to our Instagram and our Facebook group, all of it, and all that good stuff. So until next time, peace out. Catch you later.
Later.